I don't smoke a lot of weed is because I don't smoke and I don't drink because it's in my past, and this is the story of that. Not my past, but my parents' past. Here we go. My parents met at a Burger King. Yeah, hold for applause. And they met there. My mom was high, my dad was drunk, and then 9 months later. Yeah. Welcome to my conception. There were French fries involved. It was beautiful. I asked my dad, I said, what happened? He goes, well, I got a chicken sandwich and your mom got pregnant. I was glad you got it your way. Good to know. And I asked my mom, I said, of all the places you could have gone, you're like high and drunk, why'd you go to Burger King? She goes, so we both wanted Big Macs. I get why I'm here now. All right. If you didn't know they don't sell those there, you probably also don't know how a condom functions. Not a big deal. It is what it is. And I was not planning. My parents didn't plan on having me. It's not a big deal. I know I'm not the only non-planned kid. Make some noise if you are too. Yeah, make some noise. It's great. Be very proud of your oopsiness. If it wasn't for that slipped-in slip-up, you wouldn't be here to laugh. And it's great. And I am an accident, and I say that all the time. My mom gets mad at me. She was like, you were not an accident. And I go, yeah, I was. Just let it go. It's not a big deal. She goes, you weren't an accident. And I go, was I planned? And she's like, how are the Yankees doing? It's just like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And like, my parents got divorced when I was a lot younger. Well, they met at a Burger King. Think about it. And that didn't seem. It was a fast food relationship. It makes a lot of sense. It just went bad after a while. And so they broke up. And like, I wanted them to get back together when I was younger, like most kids did, but they couldn't because my dad was in love with another woman and my mother also was. So. She's not a lesbian, but I don't care. I got a microphone, and I'm recording this. And it's going to be on YouTube, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And love you, Mom. And now, I'm not trying to be mean to my mom. I'm trying to knock my mom. Because, it was me and her for the longest time. My parents got divorced, and it was me and her for the longest time. She worked a full-time job, took care of me full-time, and went to school full-time to become a nurse, and she did it. She became a nurse. And no, don't say well. That's wrong. She doesn't think I'm an accident. She's a nurse. Do the math. It's just not the nurse that I want. I don't want to go in there and they'd be like, Deanna, we got an accident. And her go, tapioca or whatever. Like, I don't want that to happen. And I ran that by a friend of mine and she goes, you know what, your mom's right. You weren't an accident. And I go, no. She goes, no, you were a surprise. Nah, they knew for about 9 months. It wasn't that shocking, actually. It was kind of planned. They figured it was coming. But I was like, I get what she was saying. I'm just, joking around with her. And I go, but I disagree, though, because to me, surprises are happy occasions. Like finding a curly fry in your tater tots. Yeah, that's a good thing. Accidents are bad occasions, like, I don't know, sending a dick pic to the wrong person. Having that wrong person be your mom. Like, there's, No! Have your mom text you back, be like, hey, you remind me of your dad. Things like that. It's just like... And that's like the only situation where in surprise and accident can kind of go together, because no one ever in here has ever been in a fender bender, jumped out and been like, surprise, gotcha. Like, it doesn't happen. No one here has ever been to an accident party? Been to plenty of surprise parties, not a single accident party, willing to bet it. I mean, I've been to an accident party, but they called it my baby shower. And, no. It's fine. And my mom gets mad at me because I go across the country and I say I'm an accident. She's like, stop telling people you're an accident. Makes me sound like a bad mom. And I was like, well, why do you think I'm telling them? And I'm joking. I am joking about that. My mom's not a bad mom. She's a fantastic mother, but she's a horrible person. And I mean that in a good way. I really do, because this is what I mean. My mom was a single mom. She raised me, up through childhood and everything. So this is what you got to do. To be a good parent, you got to make sure your kid is clothed and fed. They're hot when they need to be hot, cold when they need to be cold. They get to school on time. That's what you got to do to be a good parent. But as a single mom, in order to do that, you just got to be a bitch in reality. And that was my mom. She'd go to work and be like, what, Steve? You're cutting my hours? Oh, hell no, I got a 4-year-old. That's not going to happen. That's what my mom did for me. She was such a good mom. She made my dad leave. Ha 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 ha. And that's not why. I haven't even asked why, and I don't want to ask why after the show. So it's not gonna happen. But the other thing is, she's a good mom, but she doesn't fully support my comedy. She does, but like it wasn't always that way. Like when I was starting out, I was like a year into comedy. I said, Mom, come check out a show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And she was just like, well, we work during the week. Your sister's softball games are on the weekend. Just try and find a good time for us to come out. I said, okay, cool. So it can't be during the week. And she goes, no. And I said, and it can't be on the weekend? And she goes, exactly. Those are all the days we have, Mom. Did Obama add a new one I'm unaware of? Like, what's going on here? February 29th is cleared up in 4 years. If you want to pencil that in, like, what the hell? So I figured out what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my payback on my mom. This is exactly what I'm going to do. When I'm in the movies and I'm making my millions, which is going to happen, I'm going to do it. The only reason I want to get famous is for 2 reasons. One, I'm tired of cutting myself and burning myself in kitchens, and I want it to stop. And we good? All right. Don't need you dying. All right. That's one. And the other reason is I just want to be on a first-name basis with The Rock. I do. That's my goal. I just want to walk down the road and be like, hey, Andrew. I'd be like, what's up, DJ? It'd be great. I love it. Dwayne Johnson. And didn't get it, DJ Dwayne Johnson. So a lot of people were like, what do you mean? That's his name. No one else knows that. He's just the guy in the WWE. No. He's got a personal name. He didn't just walk around as The Rock. His grandpa isn't the Boulder. It doesn't work like that. This is my son, the Pebble. It doesn't happen. So I want to do that. But I'm going to get famous and get my movies. I'm going to buy my mom's favorite car. 67 Shelby GT500 Mustang. It's Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. She loves this car. And by the way, my sister named Shelby for a different reason. And I'm certain my dad didn't name my other sister Alexis because he didn't want one. Almost had a Mercedes, but she, whatever. And so I'm gonna get my mom's favorite car. I'm gonna put it in a field underneath a shipping container. We're gonna be at a distance. And my mom gonna give us some binoculars, and I'm gonna say, look at that. I'm gonna hit a button, and it's gonna lift up. She's like, oh my God. I'm gonna hit another button, and I'm gonna blow it up. And then I figured, I was like, I'd give my stepdad like the exact same car. I'd be like, only stipulation is she can't drive it. But I told that to my friend. He was like, that's a little aggressive. It's your mom after all. You might want to see a therapist. I'm just saying. Got some pent up anger, do we? It's okay. And I was just like, yeah, all right. So how about this? I figured out a new plan. I'm going to pull up in the car. I'm going to give my mom the keys. I'm going to say, Mom, this is for you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. So thank you very much. It's true. If it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be here. On purpose, on accident, for better or worse, without my mom, I wouldn't be here. So I'm going to give her the keys. I'm going to say, there's a couple stipulations, though. Can't drive it during the week. Can't drive it on the weekend.